I'm Miss Laura, and do you know what? It's time for February Reads. I want to tell you about some really great books. So I walked through the library today, and I looked at the books, and I said, I want to share with you books that I love. Now, that was actually a problem because I love a lot of books, so it was hard picking out my favorite book. So know that even though I love these books, there's so many more books I love. So feel free to come and ask me, what's your favorite book? And I will go and show you every single book I love here in the Jefferson County Library. But to start with, I want to share with you my first book. The first book is Emma. Well, actually, it's more like my favorite author is Jane Austen. And in our Bridging Fiction, which is for kids that are out of the easy readers, but not quite ready for the fiction books yet, they're in the beginning chapter books. Well, they took a lot of Jane Austen's stories and made them simpler to read. And they're actually really well done. And so far, they've released the book Emma and Pride and Prejudice. And the next books that's going to be coming is Love and Friendship and Persuasion. And Persuasion is my favorite, all-time favorite Jane Austen book. And now you guys can read it. And then maybe someday when you're all grown up like me, you can read the full version. But these little short versions are so awesome. And they're pretty popular here in the library. So far, I can hardly keep one of these Jane Austen Bridging Fiction books on my shelf. So definitely check it out. Okay, I have to tell you about the next book that I really love. I'm an animal person. Cats, dogs, guinea pigs, hamsters, rats, rabbits, maybe not chickens. I'm still out on chickens. But anyway, I love books about animals. And this next book, and I'm going to say it wrong, but that's okay. I'll get made fun of later. But it's called Cheese Sweet Home by Konami Ganeta. And we have all 4 volumes. The reason why I love this is in our graphic novels, is it is about the cutest little kitten. And she's found as a stray, and a family takes her into their home. But the sad thing is they're not allowed to have a cat in their apartment. Their apartment won't allow pets. And so they try to hide Chi in their apartment. And it's the cutest story. Anybody can read it, and it is very well done. And I've had parents and kids all enjoy reading this graphic novel. And I found that even though when you come, they look really thick, you read them really, really fast, and they're really enjoyable. Okay, the next book I want to tell you about is actually one of my favorite series. So I have a lot of junior fiction books that I have loved since I was a kid. I love the Chronicles of Narnia. I love The Hobbit. I love The Lord of the Rings. I mean, the list goes on and on about books I love. But there is one particular series that is often forgotten and is actually a really good series to read. It's written by Susan Cooper, and it's the Dark is Rising series. And it starts out with Over the Sea and Under the Stone. And then the next book is actually the one I love the most, and it's called The Dark is Rising. And it is about a boy who discovers that he is one of the old ones. And they can travel through time, and they can do magic, and eventually you find out he has to help bring King Arthur back to England. And it is an amazing book series, and one that I have loved reading over and over and over, and have even tried sharing it with my kids. So definitely check out The Dark is Rising by Susan Cooper here in the library. The last thing I want to tell you about that I absolutely love is I love history. Any history book we have here at the library, fiction, nonfiction, I love all history books. And I want to tell you about a new history series we have in our nonfiction for kids, and it's called Glassback. And this is a huge series. It's written by Nancy Ohlin, and she has been writing about every time period, it seems like. The Salem witch trials, women's suffrage, Pearl Harbor, Vikings. I mean, the list goes on. And the Blastback series is actually a really good series. It gives you an easy way to read history, but a fun way. And because I love history so much, I love learning about it, and then I love to turn around and tell people about history. So definitely check out these Blastback history books. They're awesome and a great book to read. All right, I hope you enjoy hearing some of the books I love here at the library. And like I said before, if you want to find out what books I love, come and ask me and I'll tell you. But also, I want you to come and tell me about the book you love and show me where it is in our library. And if we don't have the book you love, tell me about it. I would be happy to order it and put it in our collection. All right, I'll see you next month with March Reads. Bye-bye.